The intensity is peaking, and the stakes have never been higher in the world of football. We are kicking things off with Unai Emery and his squad at Aston Villa as they turn their full focus toward a massive Europa League quarter-final second leg against Bologna. While questions swirl regarding the future of Jadon Sancho, Emery is keeping his eyes locked on the prize, prioritizing the collective performance of his team over transfer rumors. With a deep run expected and the Opta supercomputer heavily backing them, Aston Villa is charging ahead.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Youri Tielemans is echoing that ambition for Aston Villa as they look to secure a statement victory in Europe. The midfielder is calling for a relentless mentality from the entire squad, emphasizing that they are in the perfect position to chase both domestic and continental success. With the team feeling fit and firing on all cylinders, Tielemans believes the club has the momentum to finish the season strong and reward their hard work with silverware. Meanwhile, the pressure is building at the City Ground as Chris Wood and Nottingham Forest prepare for a crucial showdown against Porto. After recovering from surgery, Wood is emphasizing the need for squad depth and resilience as Nottingham Forest pushes to stay competitive on both the European stage and in the Premier League. The striker is ready to fight for a result, proving that despite a season of upheaval, the fire to progress remains as bright as ever. Finally, we are breaking down the chaotic fallout of the Champions League quarterfinals, where Arne Slot faces intense heat following Liverpool's exit. From the questionable lineup choices at Anfield to the dramatic showdown between Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, our experts are dissecting every tactical mistake and moments of brilliance that define this round. Can any team stop the Titans remaining in the Final Four? Tune into our full breakdown right now, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell to stay ahead of the game. Ever wonder what it takes to stay laser-focused when the rumor mill is spinning out of control? That is exactly the position Unai Emery finds himself in right now. With Aston Villa on the cusp of European glory, all eyes should be on their massive Europa League clash with Bologna, but the headlines are obsessed with one man, Jadon Sancho. Despite the noise surrounding his uncertain future and whispers of a potential return to Borussia Dortmund, Emery is shutting it all down. He made it clear that discussing contracts is a distraction they simply cannot afford, and you have to respect that. Emery isn't interested in the gossip, he is interested in the pitch. He spoke candidly about Sancho's journey this season, the struggles for consistency, the adaptation to his tactical setup, and the frustration of a recent shoulder injury just as he was finding his rhythm. It is a classic, what could have been narrative, but for now, the focus remains entirely on collective performance. Speaking of performance, Villa has another burning question to answer. Who stands between the sticks? With the legendary Emi Martinez coming off a calf injury and his deputy Marco Bizot putting in an absolute shift against Nottingham Forest, Emery has a high-stakes selection headache. While Martinez is back in training, the mere fact that this is a conversation proves the depth Villa has built under his leadership. The momentum is undeniable. With the Opta supercomputer giving them a staggering 97% chance to reach the semis and a 42% shot at lifting the whole trophy, the dream is alive and kicking. Midfielder Youri Tielemans summed it up perfectly. You don't play to participate, you play to win. Now, I want to hear from you. Does Jadon Sancho have a future at Villa Park, or should the club look elsewhere next season? Drop your predictions in the comments below, hit that like button if you think Villa is winning it all, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss a beat of the action. After all, in football, the only thing more unpredictable than the transfer market is the final whistle. Ever wondered what it actually feels like to be at the center of a historic turnaround? Ask Youri Tielemans, because right now, the momentum at Aston Villa isn't just a buzzword, it's a force of nature. With a solid 3-1 lead heading into their Europa League quarter-final second leg against Bologna, the air at Villa Park is thick with ambition. Tielemans isn't shy about the reality here. Sitting comfortably in fourth place, 7 points clear of Chelsea, Villa is staring down the barrel of a Champions League spot and a deep European run. It's the kind of pressure that usually makes a team crumble, but Tielemans insists that for this squad, it's all about the hunger to win. He spoke candidly in his press conference about the team's mindset, reminding everyone that while they've earned their position through months of grueling work, the job is nowhere near finished. The secret? Staying grounded. Tielemans hit the nail on the head when he said that you can't get carried away by the final destination. You have to focus on the game right in front of you. It's that disciplined, heads-down approach that has kept them firing on all cylinders lately. With a fit squad and their collective mentality trending in the right direction, they aren't just participating, they are hunting for trophies. So, can Villa hold the line and turn this incredible momentum into silverware? That's the question on everyone's lips. If you think they've got the grit to go all the way, drop a comment below and hit that subscribe button to keep up with their run. After all, you don't play to participate, you play to win it all. Can Nottingham Forest really pull off a historic European run while fighting for their Premier League lives? That is the million-dollar question as the club gears up for a massive showdown at the City Ground tonight. After holding Porto to a gritty 1-1 draw in Portugal, the stage is set for a high-stakes second leg in the Europa League quarterfinals. But the pressure is mounting. Striker Chris Wood, who just marked his return to the pitch after a grueling layoff for knee surgery, isn't shying away from the intensity. He is adamant that Forest has the depth to juggle both fronts, telling reporters that regardless of who gets the nod from Vitor Pereira, every player is ready to empty the tank. It is an ambitious goal, but in the world of top-flight football, ambition is the only thing that separates the survivors from the forgotten. Of course, the reality of their Premier League relegation scrap looms large over these European nights, and Wood is refreshingly honest about that balance. He acknowledges the upheaval and the roller coaster of a season it has been, but he refuses to let the pressure cloud the team's optimism. Getting to a European quarterfinal is no small feat, and the squad is clearly relishing the chance to prove they belong on this stage. Looking ahead to the weekend clash with Burnley, Wood maintains a laser focus. It is all about doing the business when it counts. Are they biting off more than they can chew, or is this the start of a resilient Forest resurgence? We want to hear your take, so drop a comment below and let us know if you think they can pull off the upset tonight. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories shaking up the football world. Sometimes, the hardest battles are the ones that define a club for years to come. The Champions League quarterfinals have come and gone, leaving us with a Final Four that feels both exhilarating and, frankly, a little chaotic. We are down to Bayern Munich, PSG, Atletico Madrid, and Arsenal, but the road to this point was paved with some of the most puzzling tactical decisions we have seen in years. From Arne Slot's absolute head-scratcher of a lineup at Liverpool to the self-destructive streak that continues to haunt Barcelona, the drama was high, even if the quality sometimes dipped. Let's start with the elephant in the room, Arne Slot. Why, in a high-stakes second leg against a powerhouse like PSG, would you experiment with a formation your team barely knows, while benching your biggest difference-maker, Mohamed Salah? Starting Alexander Isak, who, let's be honest, wasn't match fit, was a gamble that failed spectacularly. The criticism from experts like Julian Lorenz is stinging for a reason. You don't chase a 2-goal deficit by starting a lineup devoid of rhythm. While Slot isn't solely to blame, Liverpool's issues go deeper than just one manager. The signs of a team trending downward are impossible to ignore. Liverpool fans might want to look toward next season with a fresh face at the helm, perhaps someone like Xabi Alonso. Elsewhere, Barcelona's exit was a masterclass in how to beat yourself. Hansi Flick has the team playing brave, attacking football, but that high defensive line is a double-edged sword that keeps slicing their own throat. 8 red cards in all competitions this season? That's not bad luck. That's a structural crisis. Atletico Madrid simply did what they do best. They stayed disciplined, they exploited the gaps, and they let Barca's frustration boil over. Antoine Griezmann was the orchestrator, and Diego Simon proved once again that he's the king of the tactical grind. Then we had the absolute classic between Bayern and Real Madrid. If you love end-to-end chaos, this was your Super Bowl. It was a thriller, but as Gab Marcotti pointed out, it was also a massive indictment of Bayern's inability to manage a game. They were up, they were in control, and then they let Madrid turn it into a slugfest. Bayern has the talent to go all the way, but they seem addicted to the fire rather than the control. As for Madrid, That Camavinga red card was the final nail in a coffin for a season that will end trophyless, a reality that surely puts the future of their management in doubt. So what does this mean for the semi-finals? Arsenal are through, but they look like a team running on fumes. They've gone quiet offensively, and their injury list is long enough to fill a notebook. Can they find that spark against a wily Atletico side? It feels like a tough ask. Meanwhile, the PSG versus Bayern showdown is the one that's got everyone talking. It's the heavyweight bout of the tournament, a true coin flip where the winner likely lifts the trophy. Will PSG make it back-to-back titles, or will Harry Kane finally find his European glory in a Bayern shirt? The semifinals are just around the corner, and if the quarterfinals taught us anything, it's that talent wins games, but discipline wins trophies. Who are you backing to lift the cup, or are you still reeling from your team's exit? Sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of football.